No, the people been waiting for me. But some boss did it. Came to the truth and boss in it. Many niggas recruit. And this shit like on the false image who became on court. And who the fuck on scrimmage to words. Talk shit, twin. Real critics don't affiliate. Feeling the symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This is death threat and hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit. I'm gonna make some lead with some trim lock. When the last time you heard this roll. When I win sports, when I heard it. This ball, we get a ball, then we watch the thing and risk ball. Bitch, all the cost the hard. All the angels watch my step to block down myself. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga. Let the wicked weak and the legal fail. God never been 50-50. I should never wait to see myself. Let the righteous grab down number 10. I'll rip whatever cause as long as I remember. I'm taking the kingdom. The only thing I'm watching, nigga. Get the boy, nigga. Little pictures in the water, trying to destroy you. The beauty of my beast, so the bitch she can't eat, and she driving for dinner. My God, ain't got no regard for a sin of a heart. You feel me, nigga? I stay still, I work for the colony and bring it back to the end here. Plus everything I drop heavy as I anvil. Show you how to see it like a man in this damn field. You feel me, nigga? Quality, it gotta be quality and win. And the rest lose. Why you never seen I'm on calculating my best move. You became a real nigga, sick trap dude. Body shot for Paul, and the teacher proved. My niggas home like a chicken long and a food. I didn't fuck with your fool. On the Lord holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the floor. You can see my eyes ripping the money. Screaming, God bless the underdog, down by the left. I can lead up on the door and come and walk my face, not my sight. Ain't no moving from the switches. Like that's a war, but this don't get water to a rock. I'm free in the door, and let you run me. Show up the rest of the what else would you call the killer at this session? I lead it from the door, both in every direction. No, jumping up in the I know the children is up. Yeah. 44 shit, don't matter. Visit, man. Look, when that shit drop, you shut the phone with your head, stuck on your neck, and your head with that shit. Yeah, we all my deep animals. Who them niggas like they baby children. That's what we do. What you want all that? I don't know who somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak human, man. Get it. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites. And Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the 100 million of us died in the church. 6 million died. Jump on the road and never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You are not. This ain't a start dumb. Yeah, easy told the truth and the outside. One person in the Bible that we was slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I have to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Y'all ignored that 96. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lives from your ancestors. Y'all synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation city ducks. Blacks, bunch of thieves and culture vultures ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander, and Philip, you a convert, so tell me how the fuck did you get it? Y'all make you a people just because you're there. All people can't hate people like us and get it. All the prophets, black ones called niggas. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, big, give you chills. Say a Jew-ish, cause y'all ain't really them. About to do my hand and it's the feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, it's an easy win. We was born fighting, you're the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel and out came his little red mansion and kosher deals. It's these 12 drops. Y'all trying to make it 13. He saw the spots, birthright. He ain't the devil who is. I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi. First, if you claiming that you a man to be, I'm about to cancel everybody trying to cancel me. I ain't afraid to speak. That's what I do. They run to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering the country's fault. I promise out preaching this person. I know it's an uncomfortable subject. They make it millions of our culture. And black people suffer from it. Yeah. They don't believe in Christ. They're the Antichrist. They living off of niggas. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas to go down for I ain't satisfied. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jesus. Those you are eating, you will never find these are white people. Same thing to my people. I'm in a hell of a hole, but never expected to grow. But yet that's what everyone knows. The devil is known. Only in places that he saves, the that he hates to save me. The know that he telling me, maybe the time we try to on my fingers is countless. We're back to them years and countless. But I can't wait to this shit is the rock. Be ready to rap, cracking the sky. Making the picture, I'm capturing it. All lit, need the peace, like to be for me. And let the whole world see what this medication the streets. On the beach, give it all for the beach. 144 gets his first show, we get all the beach. The trumpets are down, the kids we busting it down. The devil, your judgment is now. He just saw it feel, and it's a loss. It's just a loss. Look at It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to be the words. Watch it like the time while you trust the lie. The name got the back on me till I'm eating the right. Sending shots all like red windows. I'm back around like remember your hard work. Bringing in my head like that. Said you in the body. You better know I'm fucking. So I ain't to the damn body. Bitches and dresses, shit, bottle changes, it's third cold. It's okay, man, your hospital. It's like fresh out the box. I swear, I dogs in the world, man, sure to the devil to die. Why faces the man, sure to the damn, I can't wait, not be over. Stay on my genitals, you see just how it feels. Favorite is a
Yo, Shalom, Israel. It's ISUPK Northern California Sabbath Service. About to get this thing cracking. Give me one more second. I gotta grab a thing or two. We're gonna get at it. Shalak. Damn. All right. So, what's that, Margin? Well, Yasha'Allah to Israel. We'll say upon Hakwa doubles, we turn to face the east. We'll get into the Lord's Prayer. All right. We'll get into the Lord's Prayer. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemai, Wadash, Hayah, Shimka, Yahweh, Malachaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemai, Nathanaw, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakna, Kawawatna, Kasalakna, Kawawatna, Wala'a, Tabayana, Banasai one, Abal, Hawashana, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waha'ala, Wasalaka, Waha'ala, Salaka, Waha'ala, Watapara, La'ai. Amen. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. We're going to concoct the power. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, Baba Shah, Nathananar, Hakat, Lord Pa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakat, Latahor, Hamatazorium, Hakat, Lahakium, Hamatium, Hakat, Awakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagorshim, Bashim Yahweh, the Waraman, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it. We're going to bless Israel. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, Barak Lana, Wayashtarala, Wahayabayah, Safari, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun, Bashem Yahweh, the Waraman. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect the Thompson family, the Gibbs family, the Harris family, Israel. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it. I'm going to get into Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahoria, Ma'ayani, Yaba'ah, Azoria, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Warataza, Ayatami, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Ayah, Yanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yaka, Yakaka, Wayarak, Bayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamor, Atnapasta, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tanta'aka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai, Awalon. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help coming from the power, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. We get in Psalms 83. Alahaya, Al-Damayalakah, Al-Takarash, wa Al-Tashakwat, All, Kayahana, Awayaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Yara'am, Yara'am, Ya'ara Yawa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'aitazawa, Al-Tazapawan Yakai, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakina, Magali, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yasharala, Arada, Kaya, Na'aitazawa, Naba, Yakadwa, Al Yakab, Baryat, Yakaratwa, Alahaya, Arawam, Wayashima, Alaha, Alayam, Mawa'ab, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa'amawa, Wa'amalak, Palashah, and Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zerwa, Labanyanawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadi, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabdi, Barakah, Kwayashwin, Nashamadwa, Bayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, Larama, Shayatamwa, Nada Yamawa, Kara, Wakazaba, Wakazabat, Wakatazar, Mana'ai, Kanasaya Kawa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Lanawa, Nawat, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagabia, Kakwa, Lapanya Rakah, Ka'as, Taba'ira, Ira, Wakalahaba, Talaha, Ariam, Khan, Daradatma, Basairka, Wabasa, Wafatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwaswa, Shibka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Idai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayata, Shibka, Yahawa, Lafaka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha, Arakaza. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not filled, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies have made a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asterisk also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them, as to the Midianites, as to Sarah, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram, and like Zeb. Yea, all their princes as Zabah, and as Delmunna, who said, let's take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. Star. So you Shabbat, you take a seat, wait for the first priest to get himself together. And so the water for all the brothers and sisters tuning in. Once again, it's ISUPK Northern California Sabbath Service under command of Jerry Yohana, ISUPK under command of Jerry Yohana, you understand? First, the oppressor is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. We all know that, right? That's not a secret to not any of us, not one of us. So let's get that out the way first thing first. And don't be dismayed at all the atrocities and misfortunes, or what you would call misfortunes of the people that's going on in the world, all the wars and rumors of wars and the destruction in the weather and all these things were prophesied and were meant to be in the fashion or the state that they are right now. So it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? You see your enemies, you see the oppressor and his people are being destroyed because they have played the host of this earth for thousands and thousands of years when it wasn't supposed to be that way. Understand? The Israelites were supposed to be the true people that govern the earth according to the Most High. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian are the chosen people of the Lord. Let's not get that twisted. I know each and every brother that's in the ISUPK understands that. So to Wab job from Commander Junior Hunter for getting these truths brought out. You understand? For being the sword, the possessor of the sword when it comes to this truth, and for raising up a righteous army of men, women, and children to go out here and spread the gospel, teach the word. You know what I mean? Teach the words of the Most High and unlock these keys and codes and whatever it is to wake up our brothers and sisters, because at this time, you know, brothers and sisters is in a funk. They in a deep sleep, man. They don't understand the word. They don't understand brotherhood. They have no desire to learn the word, because the things that they do is sufficient to them. The ways of the Christian is absolutely everything they want. They get to be They get to be the demon. They get to be the unlawful, most lustful bastards and sisters and female dogs that they could possibly be and teach to their kids, because why? They don't want to learn the truth. So with that being said, we get into Genesis chapter 41, verse 31. Hold on one second. One second. Yes, sir. Let's see. 41:31. Come. Soon. We'll say Majum, can you stand? First priest, present yourself.
Natazab Yahweh Ban Yashala.
Natazab Yahweh Ban Yasharala.
Yahweh Hashem Shabbat.
Yahbashir Shabrakta. Camera ain't looking at me. Oh, it shut the camera off. Okay, cool. It's my cups over there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got one of NORCAL heavy hitters up here today, boy.
I'm going crazy.
What's going down, huh?
What's going down with you, sir?
Nothing much. You ready to get about it? 41 to 31 to, let's see. Hold on, just 1 second, y'all. 1 second. So 31 to 37. Should I know that?
31 and 37 or 41 and 37?
41 to 30.
Okay.
31 to 37.
Do it start right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Genesis chapter 41, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Wala'a, Wayadabar, it's like it. It's like it. Wala'a, Yawadai, Hashabai, Ba'arataza, Mapanya, Hara'ib, Hahawa'a, Akaria, Khan, Kaya, Kabad, Hawa'a, Ma'ad, verse 32. Wa'al, Hawa'anyanthan, Hakawam, Allah, Slack it, Al, Hawa'ai, Ha'anyam, Kaya, Hakawam, Hadabar, Ma'aim, Ha'ala, slakia. Ha'ala'a, slakia. Ha'al, yum. Ha'al, yum. Wama, mahar. Ha'a, lahanyum. La'aishawa, slakia. La'ai, shata. Verse 33. Wa'aita, Yara'a, Para'ai, Ayash, Nabawan, Slakia, Wakakam, Wayasha, Yathwa, Slakia, Wayasha, Yathwa, Al, Arataza, Mataza, but Slakia, Matazawa, Slakia, Matazayum, verse 33, 34. Yaisha, Para'ai, Waya Paquad, Paquadium, Al, Arataza, Wakamwa, Mislakia, Wakam, Arataza, Matazawayum, Bashabai, Shanya, Hawabai, verse 35. Waya Quab Tazawa, Ath, Kal, Akal, Hashanyum, Hatabwath, Haba'ath, Slakia, Ha'al, Waya Taza Barwa, Ban, the Kath, Yad, Para'ai, Akal, Ha'irayum, Washamarwa, verse 36. Wahaya, Ha'arat, Slakia, Ha'akal, Lapadwan, La'arataza, Lashabah, Shanya, Hara'ib, Ashar, Tahayayan, Ba'arataza, Matazawarium, Wala'a, Thakarat, Rataza, Bara'ib, Waya Yat, Slakia, Waya Yabat, Hadabar, Ba'ayayum, Slakia, Ba'ay Yanya, Bara'ai, Waba'ai Yanyan, Kal, Ibadia, verse 37. That was it.
Yeah. All right. That's the end.
Yeah, I think I was 37. Start right here. I read 37. Right here, it say 37.
Yeah.
So I read it 37.
Read the next dots.
All right. To the next docs. Okay. Waya Amor, Bara'ai, Al, Ibadia, Hana Matazor, Slakia, Hana Matata, Hana Mataza, Slakia, Kaza, Ayash, Ashar, Ra'ak, what we at? Verse 38. Let me slide it, it's still 37. Waya Amor, Para'ai, Al, Ba'idya, Iowa, Hanama, Taza, Kaza, Asha, Ashar, Rawak, Alahayim, Bawa. That's it.
You read it right there.
Yep.
God damn.
There's too much.
Yeah, he was right.
Yep. But how read over?
No, that's good. All right, so doc.
So in English, 31.
Sure.
Genesis chapter 41, verse 31 in the English. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous.
Right. Plenty. That's a heavy thing right there. So the things that you're used to, the things that you're used to getting a whole lot of, you know what I mean? You walking out of the house. These are things that Commander Jeremy Hunter speak about today. The things that you take for granted, the things that you easily came by are going to be grievous to come by. You're not going to find these things. You understand? Because of the times and it was written.
Verse 32. And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice, it is because the thing that is established by the power, and the power will shortly bring it to pass.
Right. So this was set up by the Most High. These things that they're going through at the moment. And it was doubled onto Pharaoh because Pharaoh was a wicked person. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 33. Verse 33. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. Verse 35. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up the corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities.
Once again, this is talking about having a storage. You need to have some type of storage or food pantry or something going on inside the establishment for times like these. You understand? Once again, Commander Jeremy Hunter keeps calling out to all the Israelites, because if y'all understand, we going into World War III right now. You understand?
Right.
This is actually here. And the things that you take for granted, you see the prices of the foods these days. See the prices of the basic utilities and utensils that you need are through the roof right now. You know what I mean? The things that has destroyed the middle class. There ain't no such thing as a middle class no more. Damn near Baba Shah. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you need to have a stockpile, a surplus, or whatever it is in your home for times like these, when the times get rough and you have to fall back on your storage. You know what I mean? That's what the brothers and sisters up in the UPK strive for. We strive to have a storage. We strive to have some things that we can fall back on when the times get rough, and we go out to the people. We can be the voice of reason to the people, the sanctuary for the people, the way it was intended to when the Most High created the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
You got something?
Yeah, no, and if I could too, that's heavy that you bring that out, because is this Joseph we reading about right here? What brother we reading? Yeah, so this Joseph, right? And you got to think about it, man. Joseph and them was in slavery a couple hundred years, the same way that Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians are in slavery right now. And if it wasn't for Joseph having his dream and knowing what to do, Egypt would have failed way before the Lord destroyed Egypt. Egypt would have failed, but because this brother did 12 years in prison, you know what I mean, and got out of prison, and then they had a servant that was in prison with him that worked for Pharaoh, and he went and gave a report about Joseph being able to interpret dreams. So Pharaoh came and was like, "Hey man, to bring Joseph here," and Joseph told him like, "Hey, you having bad dreams? This is what your dream about. Your dream is saying like, nigga, it's gonna be famine in the land, and you got to prepare. So this is what you need to do." And he gave Pharaoh the blueprint on what he needed to do so not only that the Egyptians can live, but everybody that lived in Egypt, including the Israelites, can live and wouldn't starve to death. Right. So while the whole world at the time that was in the Middle East in that area was going through famine and food shortage, they was able to come to Egypt and get food all because of what Joseph did. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing with America. Like if it wasn't for Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, there would be no America. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for us. But Swagger.
No, that's fact. Exactly. That's exactly what I was bringing out, what Commander General Hunt is trying to establish. You understand?
Absolutely.
A safe haven or a place in this hell on earth where when the hellish conditions start, we are able to thrive and put forth the same plan that Joseph was bringing forth to Pharaoh. You understand? So that's exactly what's being implemented today. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 36. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and in the eyes of all his servants.
Right. So the things that he broke down to them, that he brought out to them, it was amazing. It was like, hell yeah, you understand?
Yep.
Let's get that done. Go ahead.
To verse 38. And Pharaoh said unto the servants, can we go on to the Hebrew? Yeah. And if I could too, that's why it's so important for us to, grow our own crops. You know what I mean? Make sure, like the brother was saying, make sure we prepare for famine. Because look, famine is definitely coming to America. You know what I mean? And your Christian pastors that's in the seat of Joseph, you know what I mean? That's around these, they brushing shoulders with all these politicians and all these presidents. They're not telling you prepare. They're telling you peace, peace, peace. Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. When there's famine coming to America, well, you see how crazy everybody went when they couldn't get some tissue. They went crazy. You see how crazy everybody went when the eggs went up. Everybody went berserk. You got more famine coming, and guess what? You're not prepared. You getting ready for Halloween. The world getting prepared to go into war and famine and all this extra stuff, and you at home preparing for Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like y'all gotta wake up, man. You understand what's like it?
No, absolutely. Yep, that's facts.
Let me see. Let's stop right there. So I'm gonna read 38. So Genesis chapter 41, verse 38 in the Hebrew. Waya Amor, Parai, Al, Ibadia, Hanama, Taza, Kaza, Ayash, Ashar, Arwa. Arwaka, Alahayim, Bawa'a. It's like it. Bawa, verse 39. Waya Amor, Parai, Al, Yawasap, Akaria, Hawadayawa. It's like it. Hawadaya, Alahayim, Awathka, Ath, Kal, Za'af, Ayun, Nabawan, Wakakam, Kamawam. It's like it. Kamawak, verse 40. Atha, Tahaya, Al, Bayathya, Wa'al, Payaka, Yashak, Kal, Imya, Rock, Hakasa, Agadol, Mumka, verse 41. Waya Amor, Parai, Al, Yawasap, Ra'ah, Nathaya, it's like it. Nathafya, Athka, Al, Kal, Arataza, Matazar Yum, Matazarium, Wayasar, Parai, Ath, Sabaaithwa, Ma'al, Yadwa, Wayathan, Ath, Al, Yad, Yawasap, Wayala, Bash, Wayala Bash, Athwa, Bagadia, Shasha, Wayasham, Rabad, Hazabah, Al, Tazawa Arwa, verse 43. Waya Rabah, Atwa, Bamarak, Bath, Bamashah, 1, Ashar, Lawa, Wayakwarwa, Lapanua, Harak, Wanatha, 1, Atwa, Al, Kal, Arataza, Matazawa Yum, verse 44. What I'm reading to again? We started into 44. Okay, verse 44. Waya Amor, Barai, Al, Yawumsa, Yawasap, Anya, Parai, Wabalai, Wabalai Yoyum. It's like it. Wabalai Yakum, La'a, Yarayum, Ayash, Ath, Yadwa, Wa'ath, Regalwa, Bakam, almost like a Bakal, Arataza, Mataza Yawam. That's it. What did we start at?
38.
38. All right, verse Genesis chapter 41, verse 38 in the English. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a good one as this man, a man in whom the spirit of the power is? And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as the power hath showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Verse 40, for thou shalt be over my house, and according to thy word shall be all my people slacking. Until thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
All right. So what did he say right? He's telling Joseph, man, I can hear your plan, bro. Damn, you understand me? I'm gonna put you in charge of all this stuff, all the affairs and things, and nobody in this land is gonna be greater than you but me. You understand? Mm-hmm. That's how pleased he was with the breakdown or advice that Joseph had given him concerning how to survive during this drought.
Right.
You got you?
No, I'm too wild.
Go ahead.
Verse 42. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen and put a gold chain upon his neck.
He raised Joseph up, man. Yeah, raised up that day. Go ahead. Verse
43. And he made him to ride in the second chariot which he had. And they cried before him, bow the knee, and he made him ruler over all the land of Egypt. Right. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all of the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph's name, okay, yep. So back to the Hebrew. Let me see where he's at. Okay. So verse 45 in the Hebrew, Genesis chapter 41, 45 in the Hebrew. Waya Kora'ah, Para'ai, Shum. Let's see. Yawasap, Tazapah, Nath, Tazapanath, Tazapanath, Pa'ainak, Wayathan, Lawa, Ath, Asa, Asa, Asanath, Bath, Basathia, Mislakia, Power, Sathia, Parai. Okay. Kahan, An, La'asha, Wayatazah, Yawasap, Al, Arataza, Matazarayim, verse 46. Wasap, Ban, Shalashyam, Shana, Idwa, Lapanya, Parai, Malak, Matazarayim, Wayatazah, Yawasap, Malapanya, Parai, it's like a Bar, Bakal, Arataza, Bataza, it's like it, Batazarayim, verse 47. With Thaiwish, it's like it, with the Aisha, Ha'arataza, Basha'ai, Shanya, Hashabai, Laqua, Matazayum, verse 48. Waya Debar, it's like it, Waya Debar Taza. It's like it, that's not what that say. Waya Quab Taza, Ath, Cow, Akal, Shabai, Shunyam, Asherah, Hayawa, Ba'arataza, Matazayum, Waya Thumb, Akal, Ba'irayum, Akal, Shaddai, Ha'ir, Asherah, Sabaya, Bathia, Nathan, Bathawakam, verse 49. Wayataza Bar, Yawasap, Bar, Cockwall, Hayawam, Harabah, Ma'ai, Kaya, Kadal, Hasapar, Kaya, Ayan, Masapar, verse 50. Wala Yawasap, Yalad, it's like Yalad, Shanya, Banyayum, Basaram, Tabawa, Shanath, Haraib, Asherah, Yalad, Lawa, Asapath, Bath, Pawasadia, Parai, Kahan, Awan, verse 51, Wayakora'ah, Yawasap, Ath, Shum, it's like a Habakawa, Manashah, Kaya, Wishanya, Alahayim, Ath, Kal, Amalia, Walaath, Kal, Bayath, Aboria. I mean, it's like an Abayah. Which one I go to?
51.
51, that was it then.
He must have said something to trigger this damn Alexa.
Oh, they heard me.
Just be turning on.
So who's read that again?
45.
45. Okay, Genesis chapter 41, verse 45 in the Hebrew. And Pharaoh called Joseph name Zapananath, Panane, and he gave him to wife Asenath, the daughter of Patai Perarah, priest of On. And Joseph went out over the land of Egypt, and Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. Verse 47. And in the 70 plenty of years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. Verse 48. And he gathered into all the food of the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities. The food of the field which was round about every city laid he up in the same. Verse 49.
They was growing. They went out and they sought the land, and they was out there, man. They was planting, they was harvesting, they was storing all these goods throughout all the land, based on the dream that Joseph had presented to him, and he put him in charge of everything. You see, he got raised up. He got a new Cadillac. He got to ride in the
Right.
he got to ride in the presidential
gold chains on.
Right. He presidential now, man. He up in there. So and like you said, he went away from Pharaoh. He left before to go out and do his work. You understand? That's what he went out to go do his work and see to it that all these things that he had presented to Pharaoh got done and played themselves out. So his plan would be an excellent plan at the end of these 7 years. You're gonna bear the fruit of his plans. Mm-hmm. That's what he went out to go make sure that was Pharaoh saw. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm too wild. Verse 49. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea very much, until he left numbering, for it was without number.
Right. The sands of the sea, you can't number the sands of the sea. He gathered hella corn. Mm-hmm. Man, unaccountable amounts of corn did he gather. You understand?
Yep. And if I could, if that ain't no black people stuff, you know what I mean? Like when you look at Hispanics, just a little sidebar, like that Hispanics is niggas. Like Joseph, he would be a so-called Puerto Rican if he was alive right now. Right. You know what I mean? Like these niggas is niggas. Like he went and gathered corn and you couldn't even count it. It was uncountable. You know what I mean? And when you come to especially like Northern California, we got corn mans everywhere. Right. We got so many different corn mans. You know these niggas. They put seasoning, hot seasoning on corn. You know they niggas. Mayonnaise. Nigga put hot sauce and mayonnaise on corn, bro. These niggas, they gotta be niggas. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So like this was a very smart thing that he did. He knew it was a famine coming because the Lord was with him, and then they made sure that they stored food up to 7 years because that's how long the famine was gonna last. You know what I mean? And so like that, so if you Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, don't keep depending on these Walmart and Safeway or wherever you shop at, because it's gonna come a time where you're gonna want to go to the store and it ain't gonna be no food you can get. If you can grow food, like what I mean, a sister just started helping me grow, carrots. If you can grow food on your back porch in your apartment, like Captain Natazaki, if you got a backyard, make sure you're trying to grow your own food, because it's gonna come a time where when these famines do come, it's not gonna affect you. That's what Joseph did. Joseph made sure that it was a famine coming in the whole Middle East, but it didn't affect Egypt because of Joseph. So you need to make sure that your household don't get affected by this. So you know what I mean? When the price of eggs go up, and they be like, man, a carton of eggs is $10. It ain't gonna affect you because you got chickens in the backyard.
Right.
You can just go get how many eggs you want to. You know what I mean? So like it.
And if I made it, just to go off what the brother was saying, it was so heavy about the things that you should have inside your home. Matter of fact, I was talking to Bob about that yesterday, about building me a little box in the back on my patio, on my deck. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, as the ways of the modern city, the oppressor had a plan a long time ago when he wanted to bring us out of the country. You understand?
Absolutely.
His plan was to one day, he knew that this was going to come about, that these famines and whatnot were going to happen, and he enticed us all to come out of the country, which means what? To give up our land.
Yeah.
For the most part, you can't, like the brother was saying, you need chickens, you need a garden, you need this. You can't do that in the city. Ain't no land. You know what I'm saying? You have to be crafty. Like I said, get you a pot, get you this, but where's the chickens coming in? Where's the plan was bigger than what we was thinking. You understand? We just wanted to be, the average person just wanted to be where the oppressor was at. Yep. They wanted to eat where he was eating at. They wanted to shop at the places he was shopping at. They gave up everything to fall once again into the hands of the oppressor, when once upon a time we had our own land, we had our own things. And the families was sufficient within the amount of land that they had. Like I said, they had the eggs, they had the chicken, they had the corn, they had the okra, the tomatoes, and all these things. Gave that up, y'all. Mm-hmm. Now look at us. We at the mercy of Lucky's, Safeway, Foods Co. You know what I mean? Yeah. We at their mercy now. But it's hard time we get back to, like the brother said, growing some carrots, getting you some peas, trying to find something that suits you and your household that's going to sustain you throughout these times of drought. You know, you might not need chicken. You might become a vegan at that point, Brad.
Real talk.
But you better be, you know what I mean? Be thankful for that. Be thankful for the fact that you can sustain yourself. Go ahead.
You know, real talk. Verse 50. And unto Joseph were born two sons before the year of the famine came, which Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bare unto him. And it said, and Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for the power, he said, hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. Verse 52. That's it. Yep. And if I could, what tribe is Manasseh? That's the Cubans. Yep. That's the Cubans. You know what I mean? So, yep. Verse 51.
You know them, they get down. Boy.
Yep, absolutely. Let me see. So I read all this already, huh? Yeah, go this way. Man, 51 right here. Yeah. Genesis chapter 42, verse 51 in the Hebrew. Oh, verse 52 in the Hebrew. Oh, so I read this already, huh? Yeah. Want to start right here? Yeah. Okay. Wa'ath, Shum, Hashanya, Kwa'ah, Aparium, Kaya, Haparia, Slakia, Haparanya, Alahayim, Ba'aratazah, Anyanya, verse 53. Wata Kalya, it's like it. Wata Kalya na. Wata Kalya na. Shabai. Shanya. Hashabai. Asherah. Haya. Ba'arataza. Ma'ataza Yum. Verse 54. Wata Kalya Yana. Shabai. Shanya. Hara'ib. Laba Wa'a. Ka'a Shara. Amor. Yawasap. Waya Yaha. Let me slack it. Waya Haya. Ra'ib. Bakal. Ha'arataza Wata. Slack it. Ha'arataza Wath. Wabakal. Arataza. Matazara Yum. Haya. Hakam. Verse 55. Wathara'ib. Al. Ha'arataza. Matazarayim. Waya Tazara'ik. It's like it. Waya Taza'ikwa. Ha'im. Allah. Ha'ra'i. Lalakam. Waya Amar. Bara'i. Lakal. Matazorium. Lakawa. Al. Yawasap. Asherah. It's like it. Amor. Lakam. The Aishwa. Verse 56. Wahara'ira. Habah. It's like it. Haya. Al. Cow. Bunya. Ha'arataza. Wayapathka. I was like a Wayapat. Yawasap. Ath. Cow. Ayashar. Baham. Wayashab. Lamatazawarium. It's like it. Lamatazarayum. Wayakazat. I'm just like it. Wayaka Zak. Hara'ib. Ba'arataza. Matazawayum. Verse 57. Wakal. Ha'arataza. Bayawa. Matazawayum. Matazawayum. It's like it. Matazawayama. Lashabar. Al. Yawasap. Kaya. Kazak. Hara'ib. Bakal. Ha'arataza. Verse 57. Is that on that? 50, or 50, go to 50.
Go to 2. I mean 1.
I'll go to 1. Okay, chapter 42, verse 1. Wayara'ah. Ya'ai Korah. It's like Ya'ai Quab. Kaya. Yash. Shabar. Bamatazo Tazawayum. It's like it. Waya'ah. Waya'yamar. Ya'ai Quab. Labanyawa. Lama. The Kwawa. It's like it. The Kwawa. Oh, it's like it. Thathara Awa. That's it.
Let's start at 52.
Yep, verse 52. Genesis chapter 42, verse 52. And the name of the second called him Ephraim, for the power hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. And if I could, if you don't know who Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Ricans. You know, so Joseph had two sons. He had Manasseh and Ephraim, which today would be the Cubans, who is Manasseh, and Ephraim, who is the Puerto Ricans. You know, verse 53. And the 7 years of plenteous that was in the land of Egypt were ended. Verse 54. And the 7 years of the wrath began to come according to Joseph, he said, and the wrath was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt was their bread.
Right. So after all the goodness had left, you know, then came the drought, then came the famine. It was all around Egypt. But Egypt was still glorious, you understand? Because they had a man of the Most High governing them, you understand? Mm-hmm. And he was, go ahead.
No, I'm about saying if I could, that's just like black folks. COVID-19 hit, the whole world stopped.
Right.
Everything stopped moving. Guess what black people was doing? We was having babies. We was chilling. We didn't have to work. You know what I mean? Niggas getting checks from Donald Trump. We was chilling. It was white people jumping out of buildings. They in New York jumping out of buildings. We in the Great Depression. I done had about 4 kids since then. You know what I mean? Like, we was chilling. We wouldn't even, the same thing Joseph was doing. The whole world getting a famine. Joseph had 2 kids. You know what I mean? This nigga got bread in the house. They ain't worried about nothing. You know what I mean? And real talk. You know what I mean? The nigga Joseph dinner had COVID, baby. Like, Earth went in the famine. He popping kids on. He got bread. He ain't worried about nothing, man. And that's how you supposed to be. Like, that's why you got to serve the Lord. You got to serve your power and not serve the people that oppress you. You know what I mean? Because they don't know. You know what I mean? They don't know how black, like, they know how to survive, but they're not going to teach you how to survive as a black man, as a black woman. They're not going to teach you that. You know what I mean? They ain't going to teach you that. And that's why it's so important for you to come into these classes, whether you watching online, come into these buildings, so we can, like, we really preach and prophets of God. We going to tell you what's going to happen to America. It's up for you to listen. What they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. You think we ain't teaching these classes and doing what we doing for no reason. Anytime the Lord about to destroy a kingdom, he sent prophets of God to that kingdom to warn the people. You know what I mean? That's why the Bible say, come out of her, my people, so you won't be partakers of her sins. For her sins has reached up to heaven. Y'all better come into these classes and pay attention to what we telling y'all. You know what I mean? Because it's going to come a time, because they're going to tell you that peace, 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 everything going to be all right. You know what I mean? When America went, and not to be long-winded, but when America went into COVID-19, the world stopped, what was your Christian pastors doing? I pray that COVID-19 go away, and whole time God the one who sent COVID-19. Right. He the one who did it. Why? Because he wanted to plague America for what they've been doing to so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indians, and these niggas praying that it go away. So you better wake your game up, man. I mean, because you know you gonna be waiting to see us and hear, you know what I'm saying, tune into a class or see us on these corners, and we ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. The Lord gonna say, everybody stop going out. Well, I'm already here. You know what I mean? It's like it.
No, that's a fact, because that's the fact. Whether we got a packed house or we got an empty house, we're gonna prophesy to the wind.
Period, point blank. Yep.
His word gonna go out, and the Most High gonna know the men who went out and did it. Rain, sleet, it's raining right now. Brother just drove all the way from Sac. I just came from the town. You know what I'm saying? We in Richmond. Yep. Rain, sleet, or shine, we finna get to where we need to get to, and we're gonna present the words of the Most High out into the atmosphere. We're gonna put it out there for y'all to hear. And like I said, one day it's not gonna be. Yep. It's gonna be our time to go out and then to gather ourselves together, and then we're gonna go out and hunt. You know, I mean, you know what I mean? Absolutely. We'll go out and put them to sleep then on the return of Yahushua. So this is our time to come together and rebuild this brotherhood, reestablish this brotherhood, so that we can be a mighty army the way the Most High wanted us to be.
Damn right.
Because these oppressors have us so distraught, so destroyed, and so separated that, bruh, our biggest enemy is us. Yep. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, our biggest enemy is us. Why? Because you won't hearken into the voice of the Lord. You don't listen to the men in the ISUPK that go out and cry loud for your salvation. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's real talk. And then what we at? 56. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, go unto Joseph what he said unto you, and do. And the famine was over all the face of the earth. And Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And all the countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was sore in all the lands.
All the other countries had to come to this wise, brother.
Yep.
That's exactly how the Most High wanted Israel to be.
Yep.
That's exactly why he established Israel and wanted to put you over all the nations, to be the righteous, to be the voice of reason, and to be the interpreter for the people based on the commandments that he gave to the Israelites. That's how you're supposed to govern the earth. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So and because of Joseph going with his dream, going with the plan that he had, every other nation was able to benefit.
Yep. And if I could too, and like all these other nations, they came to Egypt to meet with Joseph to be able to get this food because they didn't have no food in this land. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the food wasn't free. No, don't think that they came and got this food like he just stored food up to give to the whole world. No, this is how Egypt became a superpower.
Right.
This is how Egypt got rich and famous because of what Joseph did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the people had to seek him out.
Yeah, they had to seek him out. Who is Joseph? We here to see Joseph. Oh man, we got 10 talents of silver. Or we got this much gold. Because if you ain't got no food, you can have all the money in the world, but it don't mean nothing if you're gonna starve to death in 3 days. You know what I mean? If you ain't got nothing to drink. But look at
like the cartoon, put some salt and pepper on the dollars.
Exactly. Put some salt and pepper, eat that.
Eat that.
You know what I mean? They had to come and give all their money to Egypt. Come and give all their money to Joseph. You know what I mean? So they wouldn't starve to death, man. And that's how Egypt got rich. That's the same way America got rich. You know, if it wasn't for Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians fighting in their wars and coming up with all these inventions that innovated the entire world, there would be America would not be a superpower. You know how do America become a superpower in 400 years?
Right.
You got other countries in you know what I'm saying, and dynasties and all that been around for thousands of years, and they ain't no superpower for real. America became a superpower in about 400 years. Why? Because they had Black people, Hispanic people, and Native American Indians as slaves. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And they was able to do that off the backs of us, and everybody want to come and benefit off of Black people. That's why you think people move here. It's money in America, the same way it was money in Egypt. I can move to the Black neighborhood. You know what I mean? These niggas got, instead of it being corn like how Joseph had, they know they can move to our neighborhood and set up stores, and then we gonna give them all our money. They setting up storehouses now. You know what I mean? We got endless amount of money. Black people is the number one consumers on the planet. And that's why everybody moved. Anything they move. Exactly. They move here and we give them all our money. Oh. Like you will go to Dunkin' Donuts every goddamn day getting donuts, right? And then you go to this area, get these donuts every single day, going to work, having to slave for a white man or something. Then he'll take that money that you gave him, get Dunkin' Donuts, that Indian man, and take that money and send his son to college. And then 20 years from now, you end up getting high blood pressure, all this different stuff going on with your body. And then guess what doctor you got to see? His son. He didn't send his son to college and everything to become a doctor. And you go to the doctor like, yeah, man, I got this going on with me. And he's like, yeah, man, you've been eating too much sugar. You got diabetes. You got high blood pressure. You got this and that. But his dad the one that gave it to you. Right. His dad the one that been selling you all this shit. That's what they do, man. That's what they do to Black people. You understand? Salaki.
Right. He gonna fault you. He ain't gonna tell you the reason behind it. Hey, I grew up with you shopping at my dad's store. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like you said, if he's not a doctor, then he's coming up with something to control another neighborhood. You know what absolutely. I mean? They just if you look, you see a brother, you see one of them cats at this store right here. Mm-hmm. You go to another city, this nigga behind the counter in another store. You know what I'm saying? You be like,
real talk. I just heard
when you on Mac,
bro. I just heard a brother just say that we was eating at Blackberry Diner. I don't know if you know what that is,
but
he said that he had left Oakland and came to Sacramento, and the same dude that worked at Blackberry Diner in Emeryville was in Sacramento. Like, what the hell? How? Because that's what they do. So like,
yeah, that's what they gonna build their chains, they're gonna build them and build them and build them. And guess where they putting them? You don't ever see any of these. You don't see grocery stores in rich neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You don't see Kmart's and shopping centers and all these other things. Rich people come down to the flatlands to deal with you in the time when they need to shop or something. You know what I mean? You can't ever have any of these low budget ass things up there destroying their neighborhoods and whatnot. So, go ahead.
That was 52. So we're going back to the Hebrew.
That was 50. That was verse 2.
No. Yeah. Let me see.
Verse 1. No, that was.
Oh, that was verse 1 in Hebrew.
You did 57. You gotta do 1.
Okay, now 1. Genesis chapter 42, verse 1. Now, when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, "Why do ye look one upon another?"
What the hell y'all doing?
Yep.
Hey, click them heels, bro.
Yeah.
See how y'all get back. Go get that.
Yeah. We about to starve out here. Why is y'all sitting here
Yeah,
looking
look
around
at
talking about what we gonna do? Egypt got food. You don't see all these people on these highways and byways going to Egypt. Everybody traveling to Egypt because everybody knows they got food because of Joseph. We need to be heading to Egypt.
See when you get back. Yeah,
Yep.
get it.
Okay, Genesis chapter 42, verse 2 in the Hebrew. Labanua, Lama, Thatharat, Awa, verse 3. Waya Amor, Hana, Shamaithia, Kaya, Yash, Shabar. Shabar. Oh yeah, okay, right here. Bama Tazara, Bama Tazaraya, Radwa, Shama, Washabariwa, Lanawa, Masham, Wanaka, it's like it, Wanakaya, Wala'a, Namawath, verse 3. Waya, it's like it, Waya Radwa, Akya, Yawasap, Aishara, Lashabar, Bar, Mama Tazo, Slakia, Mama Tazor, Mama Tazorium, verse 4. Wa'ath, Banayamyum, Slakia, Bunyam, Bunyam, Akya, Yawasap, La'a, Shalal, Ya'ai Par, Slakia, Ya'ai Quar, Ath, Akagwath, it's like a Akagwa, Akagwa, Kaya, Amor, Pun, Yakwa'a, it's like Yakwa'a Anyam, Asapwana, verse 5. Waya, it's like Waya Ba, Awa, Bunyam, Yasha'ala, Lashabar, Bathawak, Haba'ath Yawam, Kaya, Haya, Hara'ib, Ba'aratazah, Banyai, verse 6. Waya, it's like Waya Wasap, Payawa'a, it's like Hawa'a, Washalayim, it's like Washalayat, Al, Ha'aratazah, Hawa'a, Hamash, Hamashabia, Hamashabiar, Lakal, Ha'arataza, Waya Barwa, Akya, Yawasap, Waya Shah, Thakwawa, Lawa, Apyum, Arataza, verse 7. Go to verse 7.
8.
Oh, verse 8, okay. Waya Ra'ah, Waya Sap, Ath, Aqua, Waya Karium, it's like it. Waya Karum, Waya Thunwaka Kar, Allah Yahum, Waya Dabar, Athum, Kwashawath, Waya Amar, Alham, Mawa Ayan, Ba'aram, it's like it, it's like it, Ba'athum, Waya Mamarwa, Ma'arataza, Kana'im, Washabar, Akal, verse 8. Wayakar, Wayasap, Ath, Akawa, Aham, Al, Hakawawa. See, to verse 8.
Yeah, that's
it. So in the English, Genesis chapter 42, verse 2. And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. Yeah, so he told, his sons, like, the land of Egypt got food. Y'all need to go down to the land of Egypt and get this food so we won't die. We ain't ate in a few days, but then we getting short on supplies. Y'all need to go down to Egypt before they run out of food too, and then we end up just dying in the wood, you know what I'm saying? So you need to go down there ASAP. Verse 3. And Joseph 10 brothers went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob sent not with his brethren, for he said, lest peradventure mischief fall before him.
No, you stand back, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got many cases of stuff happen out there, man. You stand back. You stand down.
Because you got to remember, we already lost Joseph.
Right.
Don't know. Everybody think Joseph dead. You know what I mean? Right. But the whole time, this nigga in Egypt, he the vice president. Thriving.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And he like, I'm not going to send Benjamin with y'all. Who is Benjamin today? Benjamin today will be the so-called Jamaicans. Right. He's like, I'm not going to send you with the rest of your brothers because I already lost one of my sons.
Somebody has to.
Yeah.
In case anything happens.
In case something happens. You know what I mean? I'm going to make sure that you stay with me just in case something happens so you can continue, our line. Right. Mm-hmm. Verse 5. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. Verse 6. And Joseph was the governor over the land. And he said, was that sold to all the people of the land? And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces to the earth. Verse 7. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange to them, and spake roughly unto them, and said unto them, whence come ye? And they said, from the land of Canaan to buy food.
Right. So, yeah, just like the brother said, if you remember the story, they threw Joseph in a hole.
Out of pocket.
You know what I mean? They got rid of Joseph, took his cloak, went back and told his father that a bear or something had attacked him, a wild boar or something out in the wilderness had attacked him. Meanwhile, he in the hole, some vagabonds come by, grab Joseph, take him as, you know what I mean, take him, kidnap him, hostage or whatever, and sell him to the Egyptians. Yep. Henceforth, how we get to the story today. Meanwhile, like you said, the father the whole time has been thinking Joseph had been unalived by this creature based on the story that the other brothers had told. When Joseph is out here on his goddamn little Duval living his best life, you understand? Mm-hmm. And his brothers show up. His brothers show up right now and didn't recognize him, but he recognized them. Mm-hmm. So he's I'm finna F with him right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm finna F with them. I'm finna blow their dome real quick. 'Cause I remember what they did, and they don't even remember me. They don't forgot what I look like.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead.
Yep. In verse 8, and Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him not.
Right. They
And
forgot me. That's like a little youngster. You know what I mean? You
They
remember the
remember.
faces. People be like, "Man, I
Yeah.
don't remember you. I don't remember you though. You used to
Yeah,
come
real
hang
talk.
out with Pops and them back
Yep.
in the days." You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 9, and Joseph remembered the dreams which he had dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come.
Right.
And they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come.
Right. No, hey, hold on. Hold on. Salakia. We're not no spies, man. Don't try to put that label on us.
Right.
You gonna try to put us to death, bro. You can't even get some corn, bro.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But he, like once again, he was playing. He was messing with
He
him.
was
You
giving
know what I'm
him a
saying?
hard time.
Right.
He was giving them a hard time, like, man, y'all are spies, trying to
Y'all
scare him
spies.
because
All my dreams about y'all been y'all throw me in the hole,
y'all
bro.
threw me in the hole, bro. And then some Arabs came, kidnapped me, and sold me to some Africans. You know what I mean? Like you said earlier, sometimes black people be their own biggest enemy. Some like these niggas threw Joseph in the hole, and then some Arabs came and got him, and then sold him to some Africans. And then he ended up going to Africa, to Egypt, and then they threw him in prison for 12 years. He was in prison for 12 years. You know what I mean? Joseph. You know what I mean? And that's ridiculous, man.
And that's shout out to the RSUPK prison program. You understand?
Right. Yep.
Brothers in prison still the most time visiting them in prison, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I'm right.
Raising brothers up. Brothers is getting names in prison, coming out being glorious, man.
Yep.
Coming out with plans that brothers walking that who never went to jail before don't even have. Can't muster up, can't conceive. You understand?
Yep.
So yeah, he like I said, he was messing with him though. He was having a little good time with it and put a little fear off on him. But he knew deep down, you know what I mean. He wasn't going to do nothing. But
yeah, like how y'all do this something so egregious to me, and then you see me and you don't even recognize.
You don't even
crazy.
remember the thing you did to me, man. Him.
That's ridiculous. I will keep going. This verse 11. We are all one man's son. We are true men. Thy servant are no spies. Verse 12. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land you are come. Verse 13. And they said, Thy.
You started at 2, right?
Yeah, 2. So I'm supposed to stop at 9.
Yeah. Did you just start at 10?
Let me see. Yeah, I think I stopped at 9.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to stop. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bam.
So we got 2 more seconds.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is 10 right here.
16.
So is this 10 right here, or is this 9?
That's 9. That's 9. 9 starts right here.
Okay, so I finished 9. I'm gonna go to 10 then.
Let's see, 8. 8 starts right there. No, that's 9. It's 10.
All right. So 10 start right here.
Yeah.
This last line.
9 started right here.
Okay, so I'll go right here and then go right here.
Yeah, you see 8. 8 started right here and ended right there.
Oh yeah.
So that's 9. Ended right there. That's 10.
Oh, I didn't read 9, so I'm gonna read 9 there and read 10. So like it. Yeah, I didn't read 9. Okay. Genesis chapter 42, verse 9 in the Hebrew. Wayazah Zakar Yawasap Af Hakal Mawath Asherah Kalam Lakam Waya Amor Alaham Mara Goyum Atham Laura Watha Ath Arawath Ha'arataza Ba'atham verse 10. Waya Marwa, Al Al, uh, it's like a Dunya, wa abide yakum, ba'awa, lashabar, alakam, verse 11. Slakia, Kaunawa, Bunyam, Ayash, Akkad, Nakanwa, Kanyam, Anaknawa, La'a, Hayawa, Ibadyakum, Mara Galyawam, verse 12. Waya Amor, Alcom, La'a, Kaya, Arawath, Rataza, Ba'atham, La'a Watha, verse 13. Waya Amarwa, Shunyam, Aishara, Ibadyakum, Akadwam, that's like a Kadyam, Anakwana, Bunyam, Ayash, Akkad, Ba'arataza, Bana'ai, Wahana, Hakwasap, it's like Hakwatad, Ath, Abayawa, Hayawam, Waha Kad, Ayan Yawan, verse 14. Waya Amor, Alham, Wayasap, Hawa'a, Ashara, Dabaryath, it's like it, Dabaryath, it's like it, Dabaryatha, comes like it, Dabar Daya, Alakam, La Amor, Maragalyawam, Atham, verse 15. So we'll go to 14. We started at 10. Oh, you started 10 and 17. Okay. Baza'ah, Tabakanwa, Kaya, Para'ai, the Taza Wa'ah, it's like the Taza Awa, Mazah, Kaya, Baya Wa'ah, Akyakam, Hakwatan, Ana, Shalawa, Makam, Akkad, Waya Kwak, Ath, Akyakam, Wa'atham, Ha'asaparwa, Waya Bakanwa, Dabaryakam, Ha'amarth, that's like a Ha'amath, Athkam, Wa'amar, La'a, Kaya, Pa'arai, it's like a Pa'aha, Kaya, Ma'akalgawa, it's like a Maragalyawam, Atham, verse 17. Waya, it's like a Waya Asap, Atham, Al, Mashamar, Shalawath, Yawamyam. 10. So verse 10 in the English, Genesis chapter 42, verse 10 in the English. And they said unto him, Nay, my Lord, but to the food are thy servants come. Verse 11, we are all one man's son. We are true men, the servants of no spies. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the son of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is the day with our father, and one is not. And Joseph said unto them, That is it that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Hereby, verse 15, hereby shall be proven by the life of Pharaoh, ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come thither. Verse 16, send one of you and let him fetch your brother, and he shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proven, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely you are spies. Verse 17. Verse 17, and he put them all together inward 3 days. Yeah, so he gave these niggas.
Held,
Yep.
sent one of that, and he helped in the ward, right? That's holding and shit.
Yeah, he put them in the hole. He put them in. He gave them a violation, put them in prison for 3 days,
crazy,
and he said, "Go get your youngest brother. And if you can't go get your youngest brother, then that means y'all spies." You know what I mean? Yo, I need to see y'all youngest brother. And why did he want to do this? Because the youngest brother, he was the youngest. Benjamin the youngest. He ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? He ain't do nothing. So he wanted to see.
He had never met him.
He had never met him. Yep.
He wanted to see him. And what you know what's so crazy about that? He put him in ward. Think about the projects that they call the wards.
Yep.
5th ward, 6th ward, 7th. You know what I mean? That's captivity, man. He put him in captivity. These apartments, these complexes, and the things that go on, like the Ghetto Boys, you know, Scarface, and we talk about the 5th. I'm from the 5th ward.
Yeah.
All down in New Orleans and whatnot. All these different wards. These are places of imprisonment, damn near. You understand?
Absolutely. Yep.
That's crazy. But so we 18 through 22.
18 to 22. Come on. Oh, let me see. Bam. Okay. Okay. Verse Genesis chapter 42, verse 18. A thumb. Waya asap. It's like it. Waya asap. A thumb. Ow. Mashamor. Shath. Yawamium. Okay, this is 18. It's like it. That was still 17. Waya Amar. Al-Hum. Yawasap. Bayawam. Hashala. Yashuya. Yashya, yep. Za'af. Aishawa. Wa. It's like it. Waka yawa. Af. Ha'a lahayim. Anya. Yara. Verse 19. Kanyam. Atham. Akyakam. Akkad. Asar. Babayath. Mashamarkam. Wa'atham. Lakwa. Habaya'awa. Shabar. Ra'ib Shlakia. Ra'ib one. Bathyakam. Verse 20. Wa'ath. Akyakam. Hakwasan. Tabaya'awa. Alaya. Waya Amarwa. the bar yakum, wala'a, tamawathwa, waya iwa, it's like it, it's like it, waya ishwa, Khan, verse 21. So, waya amarwa, ayash, al, akwana, akiwa, abal, ashamayum, anakwana, it's like a anak Noah, al, akiwa, asherah, ra'ayawa, it's like a ra'aya Noah, Tazarath, Wapashwa, Bahatha, Kunyawa, Al Yawan, it's like Al Yanoa, Wala'a, Shama'ainwa, Al, Khan, Ba'a, La'a Yawan, yeah, it's like La Ala Ya Noah, Hatazawa, it's like Hatazaha, it's like Hatazara. Hatazara. Yep. And it is where we at? Hazarath. Hazaath. Verse 22. I'll read 2. 17. Okay, 2 more. 22. Waya'an. Waya'an.
That's 22 right there.
Yeah, it's 22 right here.
That's what we probably stopped at. We did two more than somewhere.
Yeah, so we stop right here. Okay.
At the end of 22.
Oh, the end 22. Okay. What we got right here? Waya'an. Ra'an. It's like here. Ra'an ban. Atham. La Amora. Halawa'a. Amorathawa. It's like Amorathaya. Alahayakam. It's like it. Al Yakam. Bam. La Amora. Al. Takas. The Ka Sa'arawa. Bayala'a. It's like it. Bayalad. Wala'a. Shamai. It's like it. Shamayatham. Shamayatham. Wagam. Gamwa. Hana. Not a Rash. That's it. So we had
18 to 22.
18 to 22. Okay, Genesis chapter 42, verse 18 in English. And Joseph said unto them the third day, this do and live, for I fear the power. If ye be true men, let one of your brothers be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye carry corn for the famine of your houses. Verse 20. But bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. And they said unto another, we are verily guilty concerning our brother, and that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore, in distress, come upon us. So they start, and if I could, they start telling themselves like, damn, man, we did that to our brother. And because we did that to our brother, he wants us to go get him. And we can't go get him because he's missing. So now because we did that, we about to die out of pocket. You know what I mean? And then verse 22. And Reuben answered them, saying, spake I not unto you, saying, do not this sin against the child, and ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required.
Right.
Right. It was like, because you did this to Joseph,
I told y'all.
I told
ain't
y'all.
want nothing to do with this.
Yep.
You understand?
We shouldn't be doing this to our brother.
Shouldn't be doing
And because we did this to our brother, now our blood is required. Now we gotta die.
And our father's not going to let. You saw he didn't let
Benjamin
come with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yup.
he want to, like I said, he want to see Benjamin, but they know when they go back and tell the story, it's like Pops ain't really finna
Yeah.
let Benjamin.
He not gonna let Benjamin go.
He'll be done for.
No, real talk.
Done for.
This, verse where am I going to?
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, so man, you got these points to bring out?
You know, that was it.
Okay. Hey, the water, Israel, that concludes the this week's Sabbath service, man. ISUPK. 1 West, start on 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hanna. We ISUPK, Northern California, Sacramento. I want to say the water for coming in. Say Majum. The water for tuning in.
So, yeah.
Not to close it out.
One courtesy to the teacher. A men of Israel. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Sorry, Christ. Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amaju, Barak, Yahba Shem Yah Shabrakatah.
Yahba Shem Yah Shabrakatah.
And to any sisters, Yahba, and to any sisters that watch, we're gonna give one salute to the sisters, right? To the sisters, men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amaju, Barak, Yahweh Shema Shem Yah Shah. With that being said, it concludes today's Sabbath service. Yahya Matah. Shalom on Christ.
Hell yeah.